What up, guys? It's Jigget82. This is just a quick video. Nothing, hopefully not too long. But this is not, it is kind of like a rant, but in some ways I understand because of the WWE's policies and what they've done over the years to change the way they are commercially. Um, just recently I found out that WWE is going through a lot of crazy things right now. Recently, Vince McMahon fired two heads of the WWE department that are big deals. They're like the president and so forth. And this is a backlash from a consumer standpoint from the marketplace because WWE stock dropped significantly. It's reported that they lost almost $1 billion. Now, in the essence of stocks and how things work, I'm pretty sure that WWE is not hurting from this. They're probably going to gain that back within a day anyway. Uh, but the thing that's kind of fucking with my head, and I really have to analyze WWE's way of how they do things, is the fact that literally most of the stuff that is your product from the past, it has to all be edited out. It's like it doesn't exist. Uh, some things I understand, but I was just recently watching this video, and I've watched other videos before, but I just want to say something about it, and I think it's really needs to be understood. To be understood through a creative standpoint, how your stories are done weekly on a weekly basis and so forth. It's not an easy job. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of head bumping, head scratching on what creatively you guys would like to do as it relates to putting a product out that people will be willing to watch. That being said, why edit every fucking thing from your past? From chair shots to the head to blood. And this is why I say that. If I ordered a WWE network, and I'm a person that grew up in the 80s, 90s, and so forth, I've seen these wrestling shows that WWE's, WWF at the time, and also everything in between they have produced. And they've had blood, headshots, and so forth. So what I'm saying is I saw the video showing the best of rated RKO. And they had a couple of parts in the video where it was, when one part had Edge hit Triple H with a chair. And it was so blatantly just edited out like fuck. And I'm like, they show, of course, matches where it's blood. John Cena, Randy Orton was in a match against Edge. Of course, he was bleeding. And I find it so fucking disrespectful for people who watch this shit back in the day to sit there and be like, why the hell are they just editing all this shit out? Being well, yes, it seems to be protected priority, but in some ways it's really it's redundant. First of all, it says that, okay, currently a PG product, right? PG, understand, PG product. But back in the 80s, it was PG also. And you had head chair shots, and you had blood coming from the head. And we were kids, and we were watching this back then. And it's really making this generation of children softer than butter. And I think it's crazy that literally you cannot get to a point where it's just redundant on so many levels to dumb down your past productions because you don't want to offend anybody. I think the thing that to me that really kind of just is the kicker is I feel that WWE can remain PG. It doesn't have to change. But the way you put stuff out product wise, it needs to. If somebody gets hit in the head and they bust open, or if it's just, you know what it was, why would it be an issue? Why would it be a problem? I mean, I'm pretty sure children hurt themselves. And I'm pretty sure they've seen blood before. And I'm pretty sure, okay, so, well, concussions, I understand that. But I've seen protected head chair shots. That's not an issue if you do it the right way. You don't have to go Balls Mahoney, rest in peace, Balls Mahoney, ECW head chair shots like that. But I think it's crazy that everything that we see in quote unquote, and my thing, and I quoted this off the comments I said on that video, on the WWE video, I sat there and said, if I ordered a WWE network and this is what I'm getting from those edits and shit, then what's the point of ordering it? If I remember it a certain way when I was a kid or a teenager and so forth, then why would I really need to order it when I know they're gonna edit the hell out of it? And I think it's such a dissatisfying taste in my mouth to know that WWE has to constantly edit all the things out of what they had from past content. And like I said, creatively, and like right now, I'm looking at the Raw's just throwing it up. I'm looking at what happened with Edge, and I thought that was cool as hell. When I saw the concerto, I was like, wait a minute, he's literally hit him in the head with a chair, in a sense. Well protected, but I mean, come on. I think that falling. I know that certain things that are going on in WWE are not just with certain things of that nature, but I think when you sit there and build more creative stories, you also actually put more impact into what you're putting out there for a product, you're going to bring more fans back. And I think the way wrestling is now, by being so much variety and so many different things you can choose from, people are starting to branch away from what WWE has had and what they have been putting out for all these years. But I think it's important that as wrestling fans, we get the benefit of the doubt. When it comes to these past programs where you had all this stuff on it, just leave it alone. And I'm pretty sure it costs more money to edit all that stuff in anyway. But yeah, this video is hopefully not too long. But that's just my 2 cents. Stop editing stuff, WWE. This is Jughead82, signing off.